This is
Hey, it's
perhaps
great to be here.
the most convincing evidence yet for a shift to a 4-day work week. So what makes it so successful? We just listed the impacts of the companies presented there, but what do you think? What else?
Everything makes it successful. You consider it greater equality for women. When you look at the study, I think the 33 companies that were profiled for this study, 70% of the part-time workforce is made up by women. By going to a 4-day work week, this actually allowed them to take care of their families, to do the things that they need to do. In effect, it increases people's quality of life. I mean, the study went on to talk about the fact that people were working 4 days, 8 hours a day, and they were actually able to wake up America to enjoy their lives outside of work. So it works. It's incredible.
That's the real thing. We can enjoy lives outside of work. I'm just kidding.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. It'd be nice as a new mom for me to only be able to work 4 days a week. Any downsides with the 4-day work week, though?
Well, unfortunately, it's not going to work for every industry. When you consider the insurance industry, the banking industry, any industry that basically has a 24/7 operation, it's going to be tough. Here's another thing. Let's say hypothetically this happens in America, where we actually go to the point where we're working 4 days, 8-hour shifts. That's not exactly the American way. So the downside is you still allow people to work 4 days, but instead of 8 hours, you're cramming 15 hours a day in order to get that work week completed. That just increases people's stress. It decreases their moods. That's the potential downside. If it's not regulated, if it's not done with the care of the employees who are impacted, it can be a downside.
Can weigh the downsides, right? You mentioned hypothetically
Absolutely.
here in the U.S. We're trying to make that hypothetically into a reality. So how likely is it that a 4-day work week becomes the norm here in our country?
It's not going to happen.
What?
Not at least for the next 5 to 10 years. I'm just being real. I'm not trying to be a cynic. I'm just being real with you. When you look at the fact that Bob Iger, the Disney CEO went to a 4-day in-office work week, people started to talk about, well, does this mean we're going to see a push for 4 days? No, it doesn't mean we're going to see a push for 4 days. Bob Iger is just basically trying to lure people back in, get people used to being in traffic, get used to being around the company culture again. And then he's going to go to a 5-day work week. It's going to be a 6-day work week. In America, we still have that